Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Confused Creative Podcast, where we talk all things culture, consciousness, and creativity. I am your host, Tiny. Y'all, we are on episode 9. Like, I know we just started this pod, but we're already on episode 9. And I'm super excited. I feel like we've been being so consistent. Y'all have been tuning in every week, and I appreciate you so much. On this episode, we are going to talk about something that y'all have kind of been DMing me about for a while, and that is being a creative and moving away from your hometown. As most of y'all know, I live in LA. And it has been a journey. It has been a journey, to say the least, living in LA, making your dreams happen in LA. So, I get a lot of questions about, what is it like moving, or do you have any advice or anything like that? So, I do have a lot to say, but I cannot have this conversation alone because there's not one answer to the questions that y'all have been asking. Everyone's experience is different, and not everyone chooses LA to move to. Like, some people move to New York, some people move to Houston. Like, there are so many different places, so many different experiences. So, I have invited a friend of mine to have this conversation with me. And his name is Dominique Wade, aka D Wade, the host. So, D Wade is an actor, a host, and a media personality. He is originally from Lansing, Michigan, but now he resides in Atlanta, Georgia. And I chose D Wade to have this conversation with me because he has motion. Okay, he has made appearances in some of your favorite Black shows like BMF, Beauty in Black, and he is also the lead for a movie on Tubi called Teach. So, creative cousins, without further ado, welcome my friend D Wade.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Did you like my introduction?
Hey, I feel like you've done this before. Like, you definitely a natural, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
So,
thank you.
yeah.
Okay, D-Wade, you are on the pod with my confused creative cousins. How are you feeling? Like, what's the vibe? Oh, also, cousins, me and D-Wade, we got our blunt. I got my wine. So y'all need to, kick your feet up. Y'all need to relax because we're going to get into some things, but we also just shooting the shit today.
Yeah,
But yeah, D-Wade, how are you feeling? How are you?
I'm good. Like I said, I just got off work, so I'm winding down. Yeah. Oh my God, it's 2026. So I'm in a different space right now when it comes to my creative space. But we can get to that. That's probably on the back end. Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah.
you for even thinking about me for this platform. Shout outs to you. You've been moving and grooving, yourself, and so it's
Mhm.
cool to see somebody from back home, Eastern, thriving outside of where we from. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, just a little backstory. D Wade and I went to college together, but we went in like different times. I feel like there was a little bit of a crossover but D Wade always would like host the college events that I went to.
yeah,
So, like, I never really thought anything of it. I'm like, oh, he's like funny, like, he hosts all of the events. But you really didn't stand out to me until like I followed you and I saw what you were doing outside of
mm,
Eastern. So I was like, oh no, he's serious. Like, he really has motion, and I felt I related to you because I felt like, you're funny. You're from a small town, and like, it's crazy that you're from Lansing though. I really thought you was from Detroit. When I first met you, I'm like, oh, he's from Detroit. Because it just feels like that.
I mean, because the thing is, I'm older than you by like a couple years. So when I got to Eastern on the tail end of my years, that's when you came through.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Zeta Line came through. Y'all was lit. You know what I'm saying? Definitely lit. But yeah, I was on the way out so I wasn't hosting as much at Eastern. I mean, I was. I don't know. What year was you? What years?
Okay, my freshman year was 2013.
Okay, then yeah, you was definitely yeah. Cause I was there still around. Like I was linking around. Yeah, me and
Yeah.
college. Yeah, we didn't get along. Me and college. I had a good time. I milked the resources, but as far as on the academic side, yeah, I
Yeah.
was.
I
That's a
mean,
that's a different story. But what
Yeah,
I got from college, because I started hosting in college, you know what I'm saying? So like
yeah,
really starting to create, like explore like who I wanted to be, and like Eastern brought that out of me from, because Lansing, we ain't got no DSAs. You know
right.
what I'm saying? So we ain't got no performing arts schools where I'm from. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta just explore this on my own, and like shit, damn near all the frats put me on the stage. So it just
Yeah,
blossomed from
because
there.
that's what I was about to say. I feel like you used to host the step shows and the stroll offs. Like, I
Yeah.
remember that. Like, I think one of the first stroll offs I went to, I know Casey Clark was there, but you were hosting it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think me and Bree, me and my best friend Bree, she had Delta. I think me and her hosted. We hosted a couple, but like me and her started off hosting back in 2009. Actually, no,
Mm-hmm.
2011, 12, because I was a freshman in '09. So I didn't start hosting till my third year at Eastern, because my mentor said I wasn't ready, and I was like, forget that. So I went to go. I auditioned for the MLK. What was it called? Something like that. Yeah, H2E event, and we killed it. Like with no script, came out there,
Yeah.
killed it, and then after that, shit, the Zetas hit me up.
Mm.
Zeta Sigma Chi hit me up. The Iotas hit me up. Kappas. I hosted everybody shit. Yeah, basically after that.
Mm.
So
So, do you only remember me from like, or do you only know me from being a Zeta, or like, do you remember me from close up or any? Probably
oh,
not, because you weren't really.
so it's crazy you say that, because when you was like, I didn't really notice you until after Eastern. Well, I wouldn't say notice, but I guess you didn't realize what path I was on until I left Eastern
Yeah.
and went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know you either, but I knew your peoples. You feel me? Like I was very tapped in, so I knew everybody, but we didn't really
Yeah.
converse like that. You feel me? But I was very
Right.
aware.
Yeah.
But I think I seen you do some creative stuff at Eastern. If you was in closer, because my friend Brittany Wynn,
That's my.
and that's why I think I seen. I think I
That's
seen
where.
you. I think I seen you perform for Close Up, maybe during Welcome Week or
Mm.
and I'm like, yo, she's good.
But I
Appreciate
want to
that.
take it back. I want to take it back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So you're from Lansing.
Yeah.
When did you know that entertainment was going to be a path for you? Because, like you said, Lansing didn't have like a lot of, performing arts outlets. So, when did you figure out, like, I think I want to be in entertainment?
My second year in college, no, third year in college.
Okay, so you went to Eastern to do what?
Exactly. Right. Let me tell you how this. So basketball was my passion. As short as I am, like hooping and sports was like my thing. When that wasn't going nowhere, I was like, I gotta go to college. So my first major, because it switched three times, it was nursing. Was my first major, because my mom worked in the medical, the hospital, and she was like, "Yeah, go into nursing. You always have a job. You could travel." And I was like, took my first semester. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So I
Mm-hmm.
went from that to business marketing. Stay with that. Was like, okay, this is cool, but like, I still didn't have a path. Like, I was just wanting to be a social bug and be away from home, out of Lansing. Like it was just a new atmosphere for me. Yeah. When I hosted that first show, I was like, well, is there a major for hosting?
Right.
Like what's the path for that? And I'm like, okay, so it was electronic film and media. So I'm like, okay, that's more so in regards to like content creation. This is when like Twitter was starting to blow up, Instagram was just starting to pop off, Snapchat. All this was coming out during that time when I was in my major. But me in school just, bumped heads, but I still kept my creative space. So like all my friends from Eastern would say, "Yo, come out to Detroit." And so I started going from Eastern to the city. And so I went from Eastern to Detroit. I did my first comedy show in Detroit, which is on YouTube, still a classic to this day. Um, and yeah, and then I went back to Lansing, which was, if we talk about hometowns, like you from Detroit, right?
Yes.
What's that?
West.
West Side? Okay, bet. So like I felt like I get more love in Detroit than my own
D
city.
Way, you're skipping ahead. Hold.
Oh, am I? Okay.
No, actually, you're like right on that you're right on track because that is literally what I was gonna ask you. So I'm gonna let you finish, but I just want to lay the landscape of the question. So you started off Eastern college for people that don't know what Eastern is. College, sophomore year of
So so
college.
so so I'll back it up. So you asked about my creative, like coming up in Lansing, right? So I was always
Yes.
funny, class clown, like hoopty
Okay.
were like, but I didn't think. I don't know why I never thought comedy was like a career. Like I thought that shit was so out the scope of reality for real. I thought like
Yeah,
TV was like the closest I would get to. I didn't think I could actually like be on TV
right.
coming from Lansing until I got to, I would say, EMU. EMU kind of showed me like, okay, you got some spark, like you can rock a crowd, like. But I
Yeah.
didn't get into like acting until I got to Atlanta, like for real, being on camera. So yeah,
Okay, so you're at Easter. Okay, so bringing it back, Lansing, you're a class clown. You knew you were funny, you were sociable, but you went to college and
yeah,
you started hosting, you started getting into the extracurriculars, and that's when you're like, okay, I got something. Something is brewing in me. And then your friends from Eastern, because most of us are from Detroit, they said,
yeah,
hey, come out to the city.
yeah.
What are some things that you did in Detroit?
In Detroit. So I used to host comedy shows in Detroit. I used to host fashion shows in Detroit. I used to host. I mean, I still host in Detroit. I mean, I'm not like it's not a thing of the past. I still get booked to go back to the city all the
Bookings.
time.
Yeah.
So let me see. I've done a. So one of my homeboys has a food business. So I hosted one of his tastings that he did, like real
Mm-hmm.
classy vibes, weddings.
Mm-hmm.
So anything with a crowd, an audience, like yeah,
Yeah.
there's no limit to what I can host for real.
So, do you do any hostings in Lansing? Okay. So, do you already said it, but so do you feel like you get more love from Detroit than Lansing?
Yes, but it's a couple reasons. So I left Lansing at 17 years old. I
Right.
graduated at 17.
Same.
So you too?
I graduated at 17, so I was only in Detroit from birth till I
Are
was
you a Libra?
17. I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay, you close. You almost.
Yeah.
You
I knew
almost.
you was a
Okay.
Libra.
Okay, yeah, big Libra.
Yeah, but I like yeah the same as you. Like I was in Detroit for my childhood, and then I was in Ypsilanti for like 8 years until I moved to LA. But yeah,
Okay, so we are more alike than I thought because
hmm
I was in Ipsy for 8 years.
and kind of like what you said. Like after I was done with school, I was still in Ipsy. I was still lingering around. I was still.
Really?
I just didn't know what was next for me, and we'll get to this. But like entertainment still felt out of reach for me. It just felt like
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like being in Lansing,
until I saw my peers
doing
doing
it.
shit. And I'm like, hold on. This is not out of reach for me. I can
No,
do this shit. But anyways,
it's
anyways,
there.
anyways. Okay, what were we talking about? Okay, this is about you.
So
So
Lansing.
Lansing.
I leave at 17 years old to Ipsy. I'm there for 8 years. So I basically become a man in Ipsy, Detroit, right? So that's where all my line dancing influence in Atlanta has kind of transitioned to because all I knew was all my Detroit friends. So from 17 to 25, I'm out there. Then I moved back to Lansing before I leave to Atlanta. So I did a couple shows in Lansing. I did a couple comedy shows, and I hosted two weddings in Lansing.
Mm,
So the weddings were cool. The comedy shows was cool. The turnouts was iffy. And it was like reconnecting with my childhood friends and like that environment. So them seeing me doing my thing coming back there, it was kind of like it was a disconnect. Some folks
mm,
were happy and cool and hype, and then some was like just kind of shady. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
mm.
if you know Lansing, that's just the cloud it has over the city. And it's not uncommon. There's other cities across America. Probably every hometown has got that dog eat
Yeah.
dog mentality, but
So you felt like did you feel like niggas was like hating on you
sure,
because you made something of yourself and they didn't think it was gonna be you?
or possible. And I used to post about it. I used to talk about the things I was gonna do. And matter of fact, I remember when I said I was gonna. I made the post. I'm moving to Atlanta. I got so much love, but I got a lot of hate too. Like
Mm,
you be like some folks that I'll be right back in Lansing, like them. A lot of folks will leave Lansing and go to Vegas and or Atlanta or Cali and be right back.
yeah.
And I'm like, no matter what, I don't care what happens. I'll go homeless, but I ain't going back.
Ooh.
That was number one. I ain't going back.
Mm. Okay. So you're in Detroit, you have motion, shit is popping for you. Why Atlanta? Like, what was the point where you're like, okay, I need to move, or like, What made you move to Atlanta? Like how did that come about?
ATL was always on my mind, but that fell out of reach, even though it really wasn't. But I used to always like tell myself like when I got this amount of money, then I'll go. Or when I graduated college, then I'll go. Or when I found a girl, then I'll go. Or like it
Mm.
was always something, then I'll go, right? And it just never
Yeah.
happened until I got fired from the bank over some BS. I didn't steal from the bank. If you're out there, like, yeah, he tried to steal. So I got fired, and like that same night, so I got fired from the bank. I had to host a comedy show that same night. So imagine like the mix
Yeah.
of emotions with that, right?
Yeah.
That Monday I woke up and my alarm went off for work, but I ain't got no job,
Mm.
and so I just sat there. I'm like, okay, so like this is July. I got fired in June. So yeah, but I left in July. I'm just sitting there like, okay, so what next? Like it's gonna get cold in Michigan.
Mm.
I'm gonna get seasonal depression. I got to search for a new job. I'm like, nah. I said it's all or nothing. I'm going to Atlanta because like I feel like I've done what I can here.
Mm-hmm.
I put in 8 years of being booked consistently with no manager, no nothing.
Mm.
Just word of mouth and networking. And I was very blessed to be booked. Um, like that. And so I'm like, you know what? But I felt like Detroit is cliquish too. Like
Mm.
I couldn't tap into the shows I really wanted in Detroit. You feel me? Like I really couldn't get because I'm not from the cities. The city is a gatekeep for the city. Yeah, they love unless you like that. So I guess I didn't have as much motion as I needed to tap into Detroit. But I don't kiss ass either. You know what I'm saying? I don't kiss ass because I feel like I'm a boss in a movement in a forest by myself, and I've done a lot of my work by myself, and a lot of events that I've done have been in front of crowds who don't know who I am. So I've had to prove myself every time I touch. I gotta prove myself. To
Yeah.
I'm used to criticism, weird eyes, and praise all in the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
used to that. So a lot of stuff don't phase me now because I've been through so much from
Yeah.
here to Atlanta. So like, yeah, I'm just blessed.
I'm getting my hairs are kind of standing up because I
You
relate
feel what
to
I'm
that.
saying?
I relate to that
Yeah.
so much. Going back to the cliquish, the Detroit cliquish, because I'm from Detroit and I
Yeah,
don't
it's
feel.
not to down on Detroit because I'm in Atlanta. I shut out Detroit more than Lansing.
Hmm.
Right? Because it makes no sense to shut out Lansing here, like with nobody got
Hmm.
there.
Yeah.
But Detroit is heavy out here. You feel me? So,
Hmm.
and that's like my second home. As
Right.
far as you know how it is, like, even with women and you're in media too, so I know you gotta face certain obstacles being a woman and coming up and want to be an actress,
Hmm.
personality. Like it's
Yeah.
a lot of barriers you gotta get through for real.
Yeah. And well, and then I was just gonna say too, like I'm from Detroit and I don't feel a part of the Detroit's camaraderie. Like
Mm,
I still don't feel like that. So I'm from Detroit, but I relate to that exactly. Like I
okay.
remember because I feel like it's more about like you being from there. It's about the appearance, like you said, man or woman. It's a lot of factors that go into that. So you basically felt like you reached a cap there. That's exactly how I felt. I moved to LA a year after the pandemic, and I had that same, like, lost my job, was on unemployment. However, it was the pandemic, so that money was rolling in. I didn't
Yeah.
have no job, but I had money, and this is
Yeah.
like the first time. But it's not my money, like it's unemployment, but I didn't give
Right.
a
Right.
fuck.
Right. Hey,
Like I
insurance right
still
now.
got money,
Yeah.
so like I took that money I was getting from unemployment and I moved myself to LA. Like, if the pandemic didn't happen, I don't know if I would be here. I don't know if I would be here.
Listen, the pandemic was a pivotal time for me because I moved in 2019, right?
Okay,
I,
so right before the pandemic.
6 months right before, right?
Yeah,
So I lost my job June 2024. No, I'm sorry, 2019,
19, yeah.
and then July I ended up moving. Like 3 weeks later, and it's crazy. I threw a going away party in Lansing, and 4 people showed up.
Mm. Mm.
And then 2 weeks later, no, a week later, I threw one in Detroit, and like 50 people showed up. It was
Mm.
slapping. And that just like reassured me it's time to go.
Yeah.
It is time to go. You gonna be all
Yeah.
right. And now them
Okay.
same folks. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, I was gonna say, so you moved. What was that move like for you? What was that first day, that first week like for you when you moved to Atlanta?
I'm gonna say before I moved, it was very emotional.
Mm,
Like on some movie type shit because I told my mom in the kitchen,
mm-hmm.
I was like, I would like we was talking about something else, and I just like kind of just like sprung it on like, by the way, I'm moving to Atlanta. And she's like, boy, shut up. I'm like, I'm serious. Like I just sent my deposit to an unknown person in Atlanta.
Had you ever been to Atlanta?
I've been to Atlanta twice as a kid and then once for a family reunion. But I didn't get a chance to like be an adult in Atlanta. So it was like my first time. But I
Okay,
knew I wanted to be there because all the auditions was always there.
yes.
I mean, everything I needed in Atlanta is here.
And it's black.
It's black as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's black as hell. The CEO, the janitor,
Yeah,
the everything, the cop, they all
yeah.
black. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, I need that. You feel me? Like, I really need that. So,
And
like,
you went there with, I'm gonna let you finish, but you went
yeah.
there with the idea of I want to what? I want to host.
So I went there with the idea of like, I want to rebrand like, I want to continue hosting like on a bigger scale, but I want to become an actor. I want to venture off and see like commercials, like
Yeah.
more podcasts.
So what made you want to be an actor?
I mean, folks used to always say like I'm always extra. Like I have an
Mm,
extra person. I'm kind of animated, so to speak, and like I was always different from everybody else. Right, have my own way of thinking, just different. But I use that to my advantage, and I'm
yeah.
cool with being different. I never wanted to like fit in. I guess.
From the outside looking in, black men are put into a box. Like you either gonna do
Okay.
sports, you're gonna work, you're gonna do something very blue collar, like something to get your hands dirty. So like, did anyone ever try to like tell you like, there's no money in this, or like, like this is just not
Yeah,
what a
yeah.
path for you that you're supposed to be doing?
My mom at first, like she was like, "Boy, graduate." All this hooting, hollering, and monkeying around on stage you doing.
Hooting and hollering is
All this
hilarious.
goofing around you doing, you need to be graduating, you know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah,
for them it was like a hobby. Like her and my dad didn't really know for real that this was like really in me for real, you know, until I got to college and I was still doing shows years later and I'm still doing shows now. Like, yeah. And she tried to get me to work at what's it, gym at the plant doing a
yeah,
warehouse thing. And all my homeboys work at the warehouse. And I'm just like, I can't do nights because I work nights.
yeah,
My events is at night. So if I got a show to do, I'm not about to go clock in when I could be on stage.
yeah, yeah,
That's just how I feel. And it's probably more money clocking in doing those 12 hours overnight at the plant versus me being on stage, but it's not in me.
yeah.
And so like I don't compromise myself for what I love.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like that's where I'm different. Like I'm really
Yeah.
rooted in this. Like so you got folks who get in entertainment because it's popular.
Yeah.
Now it's easy to be a content creator. Anybody can be a content creator. You can fold socks and laundry and put it on video and you will have a million views for no reason.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just how it is, kids.
Literally.
I'm dead ass. You can do anything and be a content creator. So it's easy to just be creative nowadays, right? But for me, for the people who've been doing it for years, like we weren't doing it to be seen.
Yeah.
We weren't doing it for likes, like before the likes and all that, because it was fun to do.
I love
It's,
it.
you
Yeah.
love it. You love
Mhm.
it, right? And it's like you probably the only person in your friend group who does what you do.
Yeah.
When you were here,
Yeah.
right? So for me,
Yes.
I stuck out, and you got niggas looking like niggas was hating at Eastern. That's a whole yeah. Before you got there, yeah, niggas was hating at Eastern. But I had
Mhm.
more love than hate. But
Right.
I've been through all that, so I got to Atlanta, and the love was different.
Mm.
Like
Okay, okay, okay. Wait, let's go back.
I'm jumping
So
again.
no, no, I jumped. We both were jumping. Okay, so you said the before you got to Atlanta, it was very emotional, like a lot of emotions. You told your mom, she like, boy, bye, and you like, no, I'm
I'm
serious. And
serious. I got on Facebook. And I looked. It was a huge group about that was geared towards people moving from their hometown to Atlanta. So I joined the group. The Monday after I got fired, I'm like, I just joined the group. I'm on Facebook. I'm just scrolling, and I just see all these comments. So I'm like, okay, I DM this girl, and she's actually from Lansing, and she owns a crib, and she had a room she was renting out, and I'm like, I just need to get down there and just start
Yeah.
working. So I'm like, I sent her a deposit without my mom knowing, and I'm like, Mom, I'm serious. I'm about to go, and she's like, what you
Mm.
gonna do down there? I'm like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. So you didn't have no job, nothing lined up.
I sent applications, but no,
Okay.
nothing was confirmed when I got there.
You was scared.
Yes and no. I was excited. Like
Yeah.
I was
Me
so excited.
too.
It was a weird feeling because I drove 10 hours by myself. That was the longest drive of my life by myself. And I had all my
Yeah.
shit in my car. Lit the blunt, took off. It was just me and my thoughts. I had podcasts. I was playing movies on my phone. I was having a blast.
Yeah.
But it was like, this is your new beginning. So get ready for the unexpected. Get ready to be denied and told no. Get ready to be the new kid on the block. And I just welcomed it. And I was
Yeah.
cool with that. And so, yeah.
You just rolled with it. And so okay, so you stayed, like, okay, you rented out a room and everything. What was like the first thing you did in Atlanta, creative wise?
My very first day, I woke up. It was like 10 a.m., hot as fuck. I took my camera downtown. I parked downtown and I just vlogged for like 6 hours.
Mm.
Just vlogging, just meeting people, just vlogging. Yeah. So I had like a little mini series on YouTube, but then the pandemic happened. So, but listen, this how God is crazy because, like I said, I moved 6 months before COVID hit,
Yeah.
and I was pissed when COVID hit. I'm like, I know I ain't moved all the way here and the world shut down,
Yeah.
but every place shut down in America except
Yeah.
Atlanta. I did the most.
Except Atlanta.
Atlanta was a lie. We shut down for maybe a week and a half, and
That's
too many
crazy.
strip clubs lost money. Too many clubs lost money. Too many businesses lost money. They said, "Nah, we good."
They said, "Fuck this, nigga. We rolling." That's crazy.
I hosted the whole pandemic.
Why? Okay, okay. So, how
I
did
was on
you?
set the whole pandemic.
Mm,
Step Up High Water it's on Tubi now, but it's on Stars. I
uh,
did that during COVID. I did Cobra Kai. That's on Netflix during COVID. I did BMF during COVID. I did Medea's Homecoming during
mm-hmm.
COVID. Another show I was a stand-in for called the Innocents, some weird show, but I was a stand-in for. That was all during COVID. We had to mask up and get tested every
Yep,
day.
we did too. Yeah.
Every day we had to get swabbed and tested every day on set. Yep.
When I moved to LA, I got a security job at Warner Brothers because I'm like, I just need to get on the lot.
Perfect.
I don't give a fuck.
Perfect.
I don't give a fuck. I just need to get on the lot. I got on that lot.
Perfect.
I met one of the background actors. She was like, "Girl, what are you doing over there? You need to be over here on set with us." I was like, "Yeah, I do." She told me the websites, like, cause I think Atlanta uses Central Casting too,
Yeah.
but I signed up for Central Casting, and I had already knew about Central Casting is what because like I took a whole course about acting before I moved to LA, so I knew the business, and it was definitely between Atlanta and LA. I was like,
Nah, I like.
it was actually Atlanta first, but I can't do
Yeah.
bugs. I can't do the bugs.
Yeah, they out here.
But
They,
like
they, they're
Atlanta,
not everywhere. You can control it, but as far as in totality, yeah, they.
yeah, yeah, and then like Atlanta just didn't work out because of some other logistics. So like LA ended up being, and I've never wanted to, like how you said you always wanted to be in Atlanta. I I didn't want to move out of my hometown. Like like you said, I wanted to find my man. I wanted to have a career. Like I don't know, I knew I wanted to be successful, but I didn't see myself moving until
Yeah.
I got married, to be honest, cuz I'm like, where's my man? Obviously, life doesn't work like that. Like you figure out like no, you have to make some shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm researching. Everybody talking about Atlanta though. Like Atlanta, especially for black people, like
Yeah.
Atlanta
It just
is
made sense.
it is it, but like I did make shake in LA too. Like I really did. Like when I signed up, kind of like you said, like I was on set. I had a job at Warner Brothers. I left there. Now I still work there, the Los Angeles Film School. That's how I'm on like the
Yeah, you
commercial
lit.
ad.
You lit. You lit.
Yeah, like,
You lit.
but aside from that, like it's just been several things. It's several opportunities have happened. So like that sounds like the same thing for you in Atlanta. You just immediately started
Nah,
getting to the shit.
yeah. No, no, you good. No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you opened my eyes too because I'm like I didn't know how serious you were into it until I've seen you in some movies that I was watching. I would say, is that Tiny
Yeah.
right there? Oh God, what was that? No, I seen you in
Is it Bel
Bel Air,
Air?
Bel Air,
Yeah.
Bel Air, Bel Air,
And you
Bel
know,
Air.
and you know what's funny too, kind of how you're a social butterfly. Like even when I see you out, like at homecoming, I just be smiling because I just be like, you ain't so damn extroverted and social. I'm not. Like I can be,
Yeah.
but not like you. So like I think a lot of people were taken aback. Like what's going on? Like and now they see me every fucking day because of the ad that's
Hmm.
going on right now. But like
Hmm.
yeah, I think kind of like you said, like I don't know. I feel like people root for me, like my friends and family root for me, but I don't know if niggas really
Listen,
root.
the farther you get, the farther you go, it gets spooky. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest. The most genuine love you'll get is from strangers because they don't know you.
They don't have nothing.
They have
And I
no
think
bias.
too, exactly, like people from our hometowns, they've seen us down. Like bitch, we're working at fucking fast food shop. Like they've seen us with nothing, so they just think like, okay, and until you know, move somewhere else and make something of yourself. Like that's what and that's what I really wanted to ask you today on this episode. Like, and I'm glad you touched on that. Like you touched on it before I even asked. So like, okay, so now you feel like you get more love in Atlanta out of anywhere.
I mean, yeah, 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 and it's not close.
Mm.
Detroit welcomed me in, but it took a minute. Atlanta is it's diverse black. So you got,
Mm.
it's not just hood
Yeah.
black. You feel me?
Right.
You got rich corporate black, educated black. You got the
Mm.
hood black. You got the emo black. You know what I'm saying? You got the ones that be at the EDM concerts black. You got the Africans. You got the
Mm. A lot of them.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like different shades of black. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. So, would you recommend any creative that's watching this right now to choose Atlanta? Like, would you recommend Atlanta for your career path?
if it's in you and you gotta know what you want to do. I mean, you ain't gotta have like you gonna figure stuff out as you grow in entertainment, but you gotta know like what your intentions are. I was very intentional when I got here. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's why I started vlogging. That's why I was going to every club and bar in Atlanta and going straight to the DJ booth and introduce myself. Yo, I'm D-Wade the host. I just moved out here. I'm lit. And a lot would be like, cool, 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 and then never hear from them. And then until they see me actually do my thing, they're like, oh, you D-Wade,
Yeah.
yeah, bet, let's work. Okay, yeah. Now, so I've always had to prove myself. So coming to the A, I'm like, yeah. If the best are in Atlanta, why not come to Atlanta? But don't come here thinking you finna just get on.
Mm.
But it can happen. But you got to be intentional. It's not going to just come to you, but it could just come to you. But you got to be ready because you can fumble it just as soon as you can get it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Atlanta's a very fast city. You feel me? It's slow in a realm of it. We in the South, but Atlanta itself is its own world compared to the rest of Georgia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is its own world.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, come ready to work, know what you want to do, but don't get caught up in the hype. Atlanta is overrated. Once you lived here for a minute, you will understand the overrated. Yeah, you probably know in Cali, you probably be like, yeah, this is not. It's not
But
all it
I
that
was
it's
going
saying.
I was going to ask you that because I feel like a lot of people from Detroit have moved to Atlanta and I just remember so many people talking shit about Atlanta like everybody go there like whatever. So like
It get burnt
now
out.
okay.
Atlanta's burnt out. Like it's burnt out. To be honest, Atlanta is very burnt out. But regardless, people gonna still come here because it's Atlanta.
Yeah.
Everything is here. So
Okay.
haters will love it.
Okay. I've like asked you questions for like 40 minutes and I didn't even have to look at my notes. Like this is great.
Because we got the
Um
same similar.
yeah, it's just like I don't even have to like okay, fun. Who's your inspiration? Like who do you look at in the industry and it's like this is who I want to mirror my career after, or this is who inspires me.
When I first started, it was Terrence J. He used to
Mm.
host
106
106.
in Park.
Yeah, and his story was he had just I think he's from North Carolina. I want to say he had just
I think so.
graduated. I think he's a Q.
Yeah, he is.
He had just graduated. He had auditioned for 106 the first time and didn't make it, and then he came back, auditioned, and got it. And then just seeing him just from there, now he's in acting too. He's
Yeah.
doing other stuff, podcasts, red carpet. So it's like him, Kevin Hart.
So you will say you're in the comedy space as well.
My creative space derives from comedy, I would say.
Mm.
So it started there. Like, I don't look at other hosts really. I mean, I do, but the thing is, in this day and time now, if you're a rapper, you could be a host.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an actor, you could be a host. You know what I'm saying? So hosting is like, can you work a room and control it?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But not everybody can do that, even as a rapper. So it's a certain skill set for hosting because it's very impromptu, it's very improv. I don't have a script when it comes to hosting. I
Yeah.
have I have I have a timeline, but I don't have like the things I'm gonna say, my ad libs, that's all just free flowing.
Because when you say host, I consider my career path to be hosting too, but not in the same way that you host. Like I see for myself, like as a red carpet host, the correspondent.
No, yeah, no, all of that.
I
Yeah.
feel
I've
like
done
that
red
is you.
carpet.
I feel
Yeah.
like that is you too. However, I feel like our journeys to get there are different. Like you, it definitely is given like Kevin Hart, like how that comedy is like the nucleus for you, and then like hosting and acting and all of those other things
Hmm.
are like sprouting out from it. And I feel like for me, like I just love conversation. I love intellectual conversations,
But
but
yeah.
I'm also entertaining, and I know I'm entertaining. So like, I feel like our journeys are similar. We're just going about them like in different ways. And I really want to ask you too about like what your, because we have a lot of actors that watch this. So
Yeah.
I want to ask you about your acting journey, like what that has been like for you.
Man, acting's been like a roller coaster. Like acting
I tell you.
but see, like the thing is, as actors, we post our premieres, we post our red carpets, we post our trailers, whoop de whoop, you feel me? Headshots. But on the back end, it takes a lot to get to that point. Like it takes a lot to get to that point. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of classes, a lot of no's, a lot of what the fuck am I doing? A lot of takes, audition takes, and you like, this ain't even the right take. This is 50 takes, and I don't like no. It take a lot of that to get to getting your role, getting your lines, and performing. And so
Did it
I mean,
drain you at all?
no, it don't. What the actual process of acting itself?
Like did that process, like the just all of that you just explained, did it ever like discourage you? Did it ever like, does it discourage you, and how do you like recover from it?
Man, yeah. Like if I could be like transparent,
Please be transparent.
if I could be like as naked as I can and just vulnerable, because acting and I've worked with people who are now on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like what's his name? Well, I won't name no names, but because these are people that now I'm like I'm trying to see what their path is like and how
Right.
they got there, and I've
Yeah.
actually worked alongside them.
Yeah.
And they're doing things like on BET. My cousin works for BET, and he's doing his thing. So I'm like, where do I see myself in the space of entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
and how am I gonna get there doing it my way? And
Yeah.
so,
That is the question. That is the question. Because I as well, I my peers in LA, like it's this one girl I really admire her. She is on all the red carpets, like BET, at
yeah,
all of the like doing all the interviews. She's a journalist though, so like that's like kind of the space that I'm in as well, is like the journalism, and it's just like she's. I love her career, but like I have to make it mine. I have to figure out, like you said, how do I fit in this space? And to me, that's what makes it so difficult. Like, because we are multifaceted, and it's just
yeah,
like, I want
yeah,
to act, I want to host, all of these things matter to me, but I
yeah.
got to pay my bills, and I need to prioritize. Like, what can I like?
It's
How can I
all of that.
strategize this? So yeah, how do you? What's your thought process like? Like, how do you? What do you do? How do you cope? And what are those feelings of discouragement like? I know I just asked like 5 questions, but yeah, how,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
all of that.
you're echoing everything that I feel and that I go through in Atlanta because being here is different because the stars are in my backyard. I can literally walk past and see them filming a reality TV show next door type shit. Like it's that close. So when you're that close and it's that tangible to what you want to do and it's right here and it seems still so far,
Mm,
that's when you be like, damn, like the resources are here. Like, and I've been in these rooms, but I'm still trying to figure out like how
yes,
to how to how to how to get there. You feel me?
yes.
and,
That's
and
exactly where I'm at.
just like you, but like I don't kiss ass, and I don't look for handouts. My cousin works for BET, but I don't. I asked him for resources or like certain things, but I never asked him to put me on or like none of that because
Yeah,
I'm like no, I want to whatever I achieve, I want to know that I did it because I put the work in. I don't want nothing given
exactly.
to me. You know what I'm saying? So like
And if
everything I've
someone
done,
decides to vouch
yeah,
for
that's
you
then
and
that's
say your
God.
name in another room, love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
you
like
you,
at
you
the, and
earned
I feel
that.
like we definitely have that in common. I don't know if it's because of where we're from or like, but like I've always been like that. And going back to what you said about the creative scene in Detroit, definitely not about to kiss ass. And I know that I know who I am.
You
Y'all
know
don't
who
know
you
yet,
are,
but I
right?
do.
Right.
I know it. So I'm gonna bet on myself. And even we moved to Atlanta and LA, but the same applies. Like I don't give a fuck what shows you're on. I don't care what you're hosting. I'm gonna get that shit as well. But it is hard when it's like, okay, I'm here. I don't have any excuse for real. Like the resources are here. And
Hmm.
it's like, but you I'm gonna tell you from the outside looking in, Dominique, like it's looking like you got a lot of motion. Like it looks good to us, okay? And I admire that. That's why I wanted you on this pod too, because I go ghost sometime on social media, but I see the consistency. I see the consistency. You're always uploading. You're always making like a status or something. Like you're always putting yourself out there. So like the moment is going to happen, and you are getting opportunities. Like aren't you're in something that's coming up, right?
Yeah, it's called Gritty. It's a film that we filming
Yeah.
in the summer. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's just like from the outside looking in, it's looking pretty good.
and that's cool. That's what social media does, right? It paints
Right.
that picture and that illusion. But I mean, no, I am blessed. I am doing things. Consistency is my main weapon. Like stay booked, stay booked. But it's also like sometimes it'd be like, damn, I want to take a break from social media, but I can't because I gotta promote this next show.
Yeah.
This is my event. I got to promote this. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be present on social media because that's part of my paycheck. You know what I'm saying? That get me
Mhm.
booked for other events. You know what I'm saying? And more gigs.
Yeah.
Half my events I get booked through DMs. So I feel like if I'm not present on social media, then that'll slow that down, right? But we all gotta
Ugh,
take time away. I know. But you don't get paid to get booked. Really, you get paid other ways, right? So you don't have.
I
You can
do.
go. Well, I'm not
But
saying you
for
don't get
what
paid to
but
get
for
booked.
what I want to do, but
You
for what
don't
I
need.
want to do, I,
Do you need
I
social media to get booked?
I feel like I would be getting booked more if I
If
was
you
was as active on social media as you. I
okay.
do. I feel like the
Oh, of
would
course you would. Of
increase.
course you would. Of course you would. Yeah. No. You
So
definitely
like
have a voice. Yeah, you
yeah,
have a
and
voice and talent for like to be on TV or have your own podcast or a show. Like definitely. I see that for sure. So yeah, I was trying to be transparent about like, the feelings of being an actor and like wanting to land your roles and being in Atlanta and being close to the opportunities and still feeling like you're so far away from them. And I'm very proud of all my friends, the ones that have like really landed some good roles. But I'm like, damn, like, yeah, I want that to be me. You feel me? But I know I have to put the work in. I probably need more classes, and I'm just not submitting to the right ones, or I have to improve my look. Like, and it's crazy from your perspective. You think I'm doing, great, but I've always felt I could do more. And that's just the dog in me. That's just like, no, this ain't it. Like I can always reach for higher. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm,
I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
mhm.
honored that feel that way about me. So I definitely and it's reciprocated because I feel like you doing your thing too. So you have a light and you're inspiring folks and you not even knowing who you affecting. And I feel like once you
Yeah.
have more of a social media presence, you will really wake up the world and folks back home of who you are. You know what I'm saying? For real. like the real
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And as much as we talking about like the haters and not getting love, there are also people that are quiet that love what you're doing. Cause again, like I used to watch you, but I never really commented. I would like all of your stuff, but I wouldn't like comment or anything like that because I just felt like, like we don't know each other, whatever. But I've always sat back and watched and was just kind of
You went
like,
to
this is
Eastern,
so
you
dope. And
fam.
again, like,
You went to Eastern, you fams.
exactly, right,
That's how I
right.
feel. And
But in my
it's not.
head, and I love that you have that mentality too. I feel like I need more of that community mentality because in my head, I'm like, fuck all you niggas. But like,
No,
no, yeah,
I feel
that
that
is
too.
like a positive.
You funny.
I think, yeah, we both are looking at each other like, damn, this is amazing what they're doing. But I just want to say, like, you need to keep going. Like, I feel like in due time, everything is going to, it has to work for you. It has to. Like, that is
Oh
just
no,
the way
it's gonna work. 100%. I'm in
it's
a
going
space
to.
now. I'm in a space now where I want to create for myself, so I'm investing into a camera, a really nice camera, to start creating my
Hmm.
own shorts and yeah,
Okay, because look, if you don't get the part, you got to create the part.
create the part. And that's the space we in now. You can create your part.
Yeah. Now, was there ever a point where you felt like, the day to day life kind of distracted you from your dreams, like, making ends meet, or like, did you ever have any financial issues to where it's like, I
Uh,
can't focus on acting, I can't focus on this right now because I got to be good?
I mean, yes, the one constant in my life has been entertainment. I went through
Hmm.
evictions, repossessions, depressions, thoughts of suicide from Eastern all the way to Atlanta. And I used to question whether or not I was supposed to be hosting or doing comedy or whoop-de woo
Uh-huh.
when I could be in a factory uh, getting my benefits and making 80K, right?
Right.
But every time I wanted to quit, I would get booked again. Every time I want to quit, here come a DM, here come an email, boom, free money.
Mm.
And that's like God like reminding you, like, yo, no, this is your path. Like you're here for a reason. There's no way you would have got all the way here being regular and still living in Atlanta by just no. It's a reason you here. So it's like I'm older now. I'll be 35 this year. Hell no. What? 35? So the priorities are changing, but the dream is still there.
The same.
It's still there. Yeah. You gotta just pray through it. This big guy been here, my whole journey. That's why I feel like I gotta to lean more on him in this next season so that everything can align. Because I think I've been missing that part or neglecting that part.
How much family support do you get from back home?
I mean, I have my mom, my dad, my twin sister.
But do you feel supported from your community, not just your family, but do you feel supported?
Yeah, I feel supported. I got people who still call me from Eastern like once a month just to check on me, make sure I'm good. Random calls. I feel supported here and there. But like when I first left for Atlanta, I wasn't looking for support from back home. Like excluding my family. Like my
Period.
family is good. Like, but as far as everybody else, I wasn't. It was my goal to like prove everybody wrong who had anything crazy to say about me moving to Atlanta. So I'm like, that's why I said like I was never gonna move back home. And folks used to always ask, "You come? Why would I come back? I'm not you niggas.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I'm just not. I go there and the mindset is just like it's night and day from how I wake up in Atlanta to I wake up here or in Lansing. It's
Yes.
my foundation is there, so I that's a different type of love. But as far as like being out and about, no, I'm not going to no clubs. I'm not going to no bars. Like it doesn't excite me. I'm not moved by nothing here. The energy is low. It's y'all want to just rob, steal, and kill.
Mhm.
I'd rather be in a space where I'm talking to a producer and an actor about a script that we're trying to finalize.
Yeah.
That's the mind I'm on. But see, like I was the outcast when I'm here because there's nobody on that mindset.
Mhm.
Right? That they're not thinking about your dreams. So it's like I got to be around folks who have the same. You in Atlanta. I mean, LA. It's all type of You in a film school. Like, come on, you right.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, God has put you there for a reason, but you gotta work for it still. So yeah, it's gonna feel
Still.
like you still gotta work. You still gotta work for that. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
when folks tell me they want to host or be an actor, I'm like, cool, bro. Go do that shit. I have nothing special to tell you. I never do. I have nothing special to tell anybody about what I've done, except I just kept going. There's no secret sauce to success.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency, being consistent, if you keep knocking at that door, it's gotta open,
Yeah.
right? Unless you're a rapper and you're 80 years old and you just, no, I'm playing. But believe in
But
yourself, man.
what about on a personal note? Do you feel like you can see yourself like living in Atlanta for the long haul and like having a family? Like what like do you have a like a friend group there? Like what is your personal life like?
Yeah, yeah. Like I have a girl right now, a lady. So yeah, so we still exploring, the future. But like, yeah, I'm cool with being like here because it's central. The flights is good, it's cheap. Back home, I can fly to Florida, I can fly to Cali. It's like we're good for flights. Like going overseas, the flights ain't that much. Depending on where you're going, like Mexico, you know what I'm saying? I like it because it's centralized and a lot of stuff comes to Atlanta to be filmed and it's always something new. We got FIFA coming for, the soccer that's coming soon. Next year it's always a new concert. I'm cool with being here for now. LA, I don't know, folks keep saying go to Cali. So I gotta visit. And then I you out
I'm
there.
sure your career will lead you here at some point in
It
time, even if
will.
it's
It
not to
will.
live, like you're gonna be doing something here.
No, definitely.
And I feel
Definitely.
that way about Atlanta. Like I have to be in Atlanta at some point. Atlanta, New York.
Have you
Like
been?
I see it. I've been well, my family, like my grandma and everybody is from Georgia. So I've
Yeah.
been to Georgia so many times. It just wasn't in the cards to go to Atlanta. It was LA for some reason. And it's crazy cuz I always find myself in like diverse spaces, like close up and at EMU
Hmm.
it was such a diverse space, but it was the space that I felt like I shined the most. Like we performed in front of like thousands of students sometimes. So it's just like that's how I where my spark came from. So like moving to LA, I'm like, yeah, like I do feel like I'm supposed to be here, but I definitely see Atlanta in the cards because yeah, everything black is there and everything that I do is for the black
It's
people.
black, it's ratchet, it's classy, it's bougie, it's ghetto,
Mhm.
it's amazing. It's all of
Okay,
that all
well,
in one.
can I ask you, what are some, like, can you name a couple of, like, who's, like, the coolest person, or, like, to you, like, what was the most meaningful, like, person that you've met, like, famous wise in Atlanta?
I had just shared it on Facebook too. Because Step Up High Water is now on Tubi.
Yeah,
When I worked with Neo and I was teaching him and his dancers to me and Hustle. I would say that because I don't know. I worked with him I think for 2 days. So I seen him and Big Tigger because I grew up watching him and my dad loved Big
yeah.
Tigger. Working at the bank at Chase, I met Rotimi. He
Yes.
was Rotimi walked in, had his hood on, and he went to the ATM. I said, "Nigga, you can't hide your face. I know who you are." He used to bust out laughing. So I had met him. I met Cam Newton, 50 Cent. That was funny.
Yeah,
That
because
was
you were on his show.
BMF. Yeah, I was on the last episode of the first season.
So you met him on set.
Yeah, yeah.
What was he like?
So I won't say I met 50 Cent,
But
but
you were in the,
we exchanged words because like and I was doing background for them, so I didn't have that much camera time for real. I was just I think I had like a little I was
we still
ballrooming and
saw you.
dancing. Y'all saw me. And that was the
I
first
saw
time
it. I
I saw
said, oh,
myself on TV. Yeah.
that's crazy.
Spent 16 hours on set just for that moment right there.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I was it was another scene that I didn't it didn't get aired, but I was supposed to be in the background at a police precinct, like walking in the background as if I got like arrested. And a cop had me like this, like with my hands tied, and he was like, "What'd you get locked up for?" And when he said that, he looked at me and I was like, and the dude he was like, "Well, he talking to you?" I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, I don't know, but whatever I did, I'm guilty." And he nigga just started cracking up. But that was about it. But like we didn't he had
it
left
was
and went out
that was
to
improv.
it. and he just busted out, but he had his mask
That's
on too because it was during
crazy.
COVID. Yeah, and I met. Oh, old boy from Power.
What role does he play?
He's in Power Book. Kanan. What's his real
Raising
name?
Canaan.
No, 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 not Raising Kanan. He plays in Power Book. His name is Kanan. He was Mary J. Blige's
That was
son.
he
Kane.
was who's
Kane. Not
oh
Kanan, but Kane.
oh
Kane. Kane?
but that's 50 Cent.
No, 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 no. In Power Book. I'm talking about like with Tariq. Do you watch Power Book? You might
Watch
not.
Ghost. That's the one with Tariq.
Right. So Ghost, Power Book, whatever. But his name
They're
is
all
Kane.
power books, D-Way.
No, they're not. It's not all Power Book. Is it?
So
What is
are
it?
you talking about
I'm
the
talking about
actor
Tariq's
that plays you?
with the top.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Mary J. Blige,
Oh,
her son.
Woody. His
Woody
Woody.
Harris. Not Woody Harris,
Yes,
but Woody,
yes, yes.
yeah. I met him.
Woody. Okay.
Him and Vic Mensa at Morehouse. But yeah, that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope.
My third day in LA, I saw Issa Rae. Like I walked into her coffee shop and she was
Yeah.
there having a meeting. And I was going through such turmoil during that time cuz we like moved into an apartment. The apartment was not up to par, so we were like stressed trying to figure out what we were going to do, and then like we just was chilling, was going to a coffee shop, and I saw Issa Rae, and I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Like, what are the chances that I run into somebody like that? Like, I mean, granted, it was at her
Her
coffee
story
shop.
is
I don't
crazy.
give a damn.
Her story is
She
she is
is she inspired me to like come to LA specifically. Seeing Insecure, the show Insecure, like the way that they showed LA and how black it was, actually like Inglewood and all of that, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see myself here. It was all because of that show.
her whole story from the YouTube to um was it HBO?
Yep, HBO.
HBO? And then now it's on Netflix now.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Yep.
amazing show. No, definitely.
Comedy real quick. Um like, you know how like Dave Chappelle, Marlon Wayans, like they're all like, they're funny but they can be controversial. Are you ever worried about like having like any of your old tweets or statuses come up and like, people try to cancel you, or like do you ever, because I feel like even like being your friend on social media, you be saying some wild shit. Like you be saying some wild shit. So like, do you ever think about, what that would look like for you once you get bigger?
Think about it sometimes, and then I'd be like, so fucking what? People have
Period.
said I stand on everything I say, and a lot of things I post on Facebook because that's where a lot of my banter comes from. Facebook is my platform. I have fun on Facebook, so some things I just throw out there just to fuck with people because I know that it's a bait. Like I just bait people sometimes in certain conversations. I'll be dead ass, but I'll be joking. So you gotta just find a fine line in what I'm saying. People think I'm a lot of things. I get called a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I get called
Mm.
homophobic. I get called a
Well,
womanizer.
I was gonna, cause you be saying LGBTQ so that's what I had to ask, because like I feel like with you being an entertainer, like it's a double-edged sword, because like yeah, you're a comedian and all of these things, but also do you ever feel this response, because you're like,
If
again, you're
you
a host, you gather
this is how I feel.
community, so like do you ever feel like this sort of like moral obligation to just make sure that all communities feel welcomed and feel like seen, and like yeah.
Yes, yes. I always feel like that, which is why I'm an MC. And so if you know me personally, you would know I have no bias to people. I treat everybody the same way. Now, when I post online, so because if we're gonna have this conversation, you have to bring up a certain post or
I can.
you can't, okay? Because there's one
I
today I posted.
screenshotted some
You
for the
did?
interview.
Did you? Oh, she getting messy, y'all. Okay,
Yeah,
this is
for the interview,
let's do it.
because I'm getting messy.
No,
I'm
no,
getting
no, 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 no,
messy.
no. This is let's get into it. Let's get into it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, and okay, but I want you to know I did this not to like, call you out or nothing, but
No,
like
no,
I
no,
knew I
no.
was gonna ask this question, so I wanted to have receipts, and I
This is
have them. Okay, I have two for you.
Yeah, two. Are these
I
how old are these? Like, go ahead. It's probably like recent.
within the past. Okay, this one is from January. Wait. Okay, this is a light one. This is not nothing crazy. Stay away from women that think being feminine and soft is an era. You reposted that. Hot seat. What did you mean by that?
What I meant by that, because it became a huge trend to say that, I heard it so much in 2025. No, like dead ass, like whether it was posted or in real life.
Yeah.
Talking about soft era. Like that's just all I kept hearing. So it got to the point it was like, I'm tired of hearing that. And you still hard as fuck. You still hard as fuck.
Okay.
So but I
Okay.
respect women who are really in their soft era because a lot of women have to be hard because the dating pool is trash and life sucks and whoop de whoop. So they gotta be a mother, the father, and work and where and chase their dreams. So you gotta be in those roles and play different hats. So I respect a woman who's doing all that. I have nothing against none of that.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, when I posted it, it was more so is I'm tired of hearing the soft era. Okay, you're all
Okay.
right. You're in your soft era. So what does that mean now for you? You're soft. So
Right.
you're soft, and then what?
Well, I think it's more of a practice. It's like, you know what? Like, it is the acknowledgement that, yes, we have been playing these different roles, wearing these different hats for so long. So, yes, it did become a trend. It did become popular because we had been in our masculine only for so long. And I think we have to acknowledge both sides. We have to acknowledge that. I'm not gonna lie, you're right though. You are right. It did kind of get annoying. And I'm
It
just
just got
like, shut the fuck
saturated in
up.
that space. So yeah, that's all. Yeah,
It
that's
it
wild.
did. But like I get why it became a thing because, you know, like it was a time for us to explore that part of ourselves. Okay, but this my second one. This my second one.
Can it get
Okay, so
spicy?
the original post is over
Is
30
this
and
wait? Is this my post or is this something I reposted?
no, this is something you reposted, but you also made a comment to that post, and I'm gonna read both.
I'm already laughing.
So I'm getting you ready. I'm getting you ready, okay? Because when you get on these interviews, they're gonna be coming at you, okay? And I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so over 30 and flying to an audition to fight on TV, y'all need new dreams. That's what the original post said. You said you reposted it and said the saddest and the LGBTQRS is even worse. What did you mean by that?
So that was in response to baddies, or right?
Okay.
So when I reposted that, it was at a time where I was on X, and every time I got on X, I kept seeing a bunch of gay niggas fighting, just like the baddies. And I'm just like, sorry, maybe my feelings towards this are just different. Like, I'm just so exhausted. Like, I hate the show baddies. Let me start there. I hate what it stands for. I hate how it inspires other women to want to fly out to be ratchet and fight. Like, why is that, like,
Yeah,
sorry, like,
okay.
it's a stupid dream. That's just how I feel. But chase it. If that's what makes you
Mhm.
happy, if that
Mhm.
fulfills you, because you're more of a woman than that. You're just more to you than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway. But now I'm seeing gay dudes doing the same things. They're just imitating the show. And it's like, so I,
It's actually a separate show. It's called Bad
no,
Boys Club.
it is whatever. But it's like we already gotta watch this. Now we gotta watch them do it too. It's just like y'all just fighting. What are y'all accomplishing? Y'all
Okay.
creating fake
So
beats and then fighting about it and then putting it on camera and then you're cool because you're okay. I mean, if that's to me, it's just like all right, it's not my type of entertainment.
right. Okay,
I
no,
love a good fight,
let me
but
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you watch anything that you know is trash, but it's entertaining to you? It's just entertaining.
yeah, okay. I'm not gonna say it's not entertaining because everyone loves a good fight and good drama,
No, answer
right?
the question, D Wade. I don't want to hear that shit. Answer what I just. You said yeah.
Wait, dog. Wait. Ask the question again.
Do you have anything that you watch that you know is trash? You know this is stupid, but it's entertaining. Simply, it's just entertaining.
No,
You don't watch
no,
wrestling?
no. I don't watch wrestling. I used to.
Do you? Okay. Because I just feel like
I don't like. I watch good movies. I might watch a Tubi movie that might be My first Tubi movie is trash. Like the quality was trash, but it's my shit. So you can say that, but I don't even watch that. So
mhm.
the content I watch,
Okay.
I follow a lot of
Because
YouTube channels of
uh
sports and maybe battle rap. Maybe some girls don't like battle rap. They might think that is stupid, but I watch it.
mhm.
A bunch of niggas talking about killing each
No,
other and rapping. Like I don't.
no, baddies. Whole baddies Zeus thing is definitely crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I
Come
watch
on,
it,
it's
so like it's definitely crazy. But going back to your post, the LGB those. So where does that come in at? Because I feel like people
what
that
QRS.
yes, because I
Yeah,
feel like that is a signal that maybe
and
the
you're right. You're right.
community, I feel like that's a signal that you have an even worse disdain for the gay male community doing what they're doing. Like, straight niggas do weird shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
True.
like, it's not like it's a sexuality thing at
Did I
this
say
point.
QRS?
I'm about to show. Oh, I'm not gonna show you the post on here, but yes, I can send you what I have screenshotted.
Okay. You know what? And it's not even a disdain because if I've
Be transparent. Be transparent.
that's not a disdain because like I said, I live in Atlanta. I've hosted a gay wedding. I worked at a gay bar for 8 months. Yeah, no one knows about that. Like I have gay friends. I'm not gay. And it's not a disdain. For me, it's a I guess living here sometimes you can get exhausted with how much of it is around here. And then also a
Mm-hmm.
lot of trans too. And so you can as a straight man, you can get claustrophobic with that's all you seeing at the grocery store, at work.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I have nothing against them. I there's I have real relationship with people who are gay, who are cool, like people in my family. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no hatred.
Mm-hmm.
It's for me. It's just one. Some can be aggressive, and Atlanta they're bold.
Okay.
So I don't like being hit on. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not flattered by it by any means. But when I worked at the gay bar, and I only did it because my homeboy was the DJ, and they paid me 300 a night just to be in there lit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And plus they brought in a lot of beautiful women. So, but I was there for like a summer and shit, yeah, 8 months. Anyway, and it was cool. But yeah, they're aggressive in there in Atlanta. They're
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
bold. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like yo, like stay where you at, bro.
And I think, and I think that I don't think you have, because obviously you just said you don't like baddies and you don't like you don't like men doing it or women doing it. So like it's not like you
Yeah,
have
it
a
wasn't
bias
about them. It wasn't
there.
about them doing it. It's just a replica of a show that I already can't stand, and now we got niggas doing it
That you
too.
already can't stand.
Right? No, wait, what? Wait, you said
That
niggas
you
that I
already
already can't
can't
stand?
stand.
No, the show I can't stand.
Well, no, I was repeating what you said.
Oh, okay. I thought you saying the niggas I can't stand. No, I'm saying like it's the show I can't stand. Now I'm
No, the
seeing
show.
yeah, and now they're replicating it. So it's like y'all fighting over. It's just a fight. It's like I don't
But
know.
D-Way, can I say something in response
You
to
can't.
what you said? Okay, so let's talk about. So going back to what you said, you sat like to me how you just explained what you feel about the LGBTQ plus community. That sounds like white people when they talk about niggas. Like, oh, I have black friends. No, no, no. My coworkers are black, but I only
It
said
might
that to
sound like
say
that, but
but listen, that just because you have gay friends, just because you're in community with gay people, that doesn't mean you don't subconsciously still have a bias. Subconsciously though, like that doesn't mean you don't have a bias just because you have a gay friend, your brother, or whoever is gay. But also what you just said about trans women maybe hitting on you or hitting on men in general.
nah, hell no,
That
it ain't on me. Hell no.
huh?
I was talking about a gay dude hitting on me, not a trans.
Oh, okay, okay. So, okay, also a gay, okay, so a gay dude hitting on you. So, like, to me, that's the same thing that we say about niggas. Like, damn, I can't walk into the like. I be feeling like straight men,
No, cause it don't happen
y'all
as
have the
often. So
same fear
it don't happen as often. No, it ain't no fear. It's just like no, I'm cool.
or
But they'll holler at
the
you like we
same
holler at
like
y'all. Yeah, don't have no.
Yes. So kind of like how you said, like these niggas are aggressive. Like I don't want to talk to them. Like that's kind of how we feel going into the club all the time. Like it's like I don't want to. But also, I feel like straight men. I don't think you feel like this, but I think straight men a lot of times y'all think because a nigga is gay, they might have a little thing for y'all, and I feel like
No, I know the difference.
a lot of other gays like maybe give all the gays a bad name, like because most gays that I come across are respectful. Like they gauge to see if a man is straight or not before they decide to pursue. So like,
I truly 1000% do not have problem with gay people. I like right hand to God. I promise you. And people, if people feel that way, then and from the post that I put out there, that's my fault. Like that's my fault. And I know I probably carved that perception. And some stuff isn't
because
a
that
joking
wasn't the
matter.
only post. That's just
It's
I
not.
just
It's not. Huh?
that wasn't the only post. I just screenshotted that one.
You guys show the other ones too.
No, no, I'm not gonna show the other ones.
Show the other one. I just posted one
But
today.
okay, but do
Well,
what
not
I
it wasn't
asked?
gay, but it was. I'm sorry. Can I say the post?
Yeah.
That was it today? Yesterday? It was. It wasn't really gay. It was like it was about. It was something that was going on Facebook. I kept seeing about a dude had sex with a stud, and I said,
No, I saw that. That was funny as hell. That was funny.
and then the girl said I was homophobic, and I'm like, that makes me homophobic. I'm like, that don't. Why would it? It don't make.
Well,
Some, I,
but okay.
I'm very
Okay.
vocal, and
I think D-Way, I think that like some of the jokes to me be funny, but I'm also like I wouldn't say I'm straight, but I'm a straight presenting like woman. Like and sexuality don't really matter when it comes to women. Like whether I'm gay,
yeah,
straight, bisexual, a man is gonna think it's sexy, so it's fine. So we don't have that
right.
same so I don't really have to that doesn't affect me in the way that it does a man. So like I'm not gonna say or I'm not a stud. Like I'm not masculine presenting. So like I feel like do what you I feel like a lot of comedians have this same thing. Like they call it out, they say what they want to say, they stand on it, they're
Yeah.
not changing it. But I would be remiss to ask because I am an advocate, I'm an ally of
No, that's
pride, of all
cool.
of that. So like like
I
I
have
can't
no
have you
problem.
on and not
No.
but at the same time, like those are that's what you do, and I respect you too. I respect like whatever, but like I just had to ask because again, when you get big, I feel like prepare for this
For the backlash.
conversation,
I understand, and I respect that for you. Bring that to my attention because it is something that I do have to do some PR.
especially when you're a man, like like you said, you're a straight man, so like when I watch
And I really
men in
don't
the
have nothing against them. Like I have coworkers, I have people in my family, I have um, friends at the bar I work at for the
mm-hmm,
last 6 years in Atlanta. So I have nothing. I don't look at them like that. When I was working at the gay bar, that's where it got to the point where I got exhausted because I was
yeah,
in the bar with like 100 of them, and they all around me. Some is twerking, and it's so for me it was like, oh, this is just
Atlanta gay
it
as
was
hell.
it's fucked.
And
Like and they
they're proud. They're proud about it.
unapologetic. Some folks
Yeah.
move to Atlanta so that they can be gay and they're
Right.
you know what I'm saying. So
Exactly.
and I'm like I'm in their habitat, so
Yeah.
yeah. So I
That's
get it.
understandable. That's
That that
understandable.
that was the only time where I felt like it was just too much. Like it was just like, but like on a natural basis, I don't be looking at gay people like, that's no, that's not how I look at it. I look at it
Yeah.
like this. Like if you're down low, go choose your side type shit. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
don't play around with that. You feel me? And like some
It's
things
not
don't.
that easy though. It's not easy to
It's not
just
that easy. I understand being judged and viewed, but it was a homeboy here who had came out, and I was like, bro, at least you being yourself, bro. Like I say, bro, you been there.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of courage. You know where we're from. You know the type of social scrutiny you can get for being yourself, and
Be
not
yourself.
everyone has the mental capacity or the strength that you have been blessed to have to do that. And that's not our journey. Like, that's not our experience. Again, like, I don't feel like I feel like I'm straight, but like whatever, I fuck with a bitch. So like, but I don't, it doesn't matter for me though, because a nigga is gonna fuck with me either way.
It's
So it
different for
doesn't
a woman.
matter for me.
That's different. That's a
But
whole.
see, but see,
That is different.
but why don't I have to pick a side and a man has to pick a side? Like,
No, no, no. I would say the only time you get to pick a side really is if you're gonna be in a relationship.
okay.
If you're single, nobody cares if you like men or women, or you doing both as a woman. But as a dude, if you can't be out here doing both and you trying to date this girl, I don't, some women like that. I
They
don't,
do. They do.
and
Yeah. A
that's
lot of
if they like that.
bisexual women like that.
If they like that, then that's they wave. But like, no, you feel me? Like,
Well, I just asked because, like, yeah, like, I like looking at your content, but, like,
and
I just wonder. Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry, no, because I do be want to apologize sometimes for some of the stuff because I could take jokes too far or whatever, and it could be said, some stuff I could say in a way that I didn't mean to say it or
Mm.
somewhere, you know what I'm saying, to
Uh
that
huh. Uh
degree.
huh. Hmm.
For
I
real,
just feel
and
like
I'm
it's
not
such a thin
backpedaling.
line. It's such a thin line because you are a comedian. So like, I
And
do
if you
get
don't
it.
know me, I have a lot of new followers, you know what I'm saying, who just happen to scroll past and just hit the fuck. So if they don't know my background,
Right.
bro, I'm petty as fuck.
Yeah.
That's just me. Like I'm really, I'm really cool as fuck. If you maybe like in real life, we cool. I'm cool as fuck. Like we having a good time. Like I'm not out here creating drama, but like I know that's when my post can be controversial. You feel me? And I gotta tone that down, or because I want to be marketable to everybody.
Mhm.
I don't want the LBGT community to be looking at me crazy. You feel me? Because
Mhm.
I got love for them too, and a lot of them is hella paid and hella talented too. I work with a lot of actors who are gay or whatever, but I don't care that they're what I'm saying. It's just, can you perform? Can you do your thing when we on stage and film? You know what I'm saying? Or we on set.
Yeah.
And like I said, I work with them, so I'm not backpedaling, but I'm not. I have love for them. You know what I'm saying? I love them.
Yeah.
I have God in me. So it's certain energies that I don't function with. The baddies movement I don't function with. Now that they do it,
Yeah.
I don't like that. They are
Mhm.
wild. They are wild aggressive here in public. I move around. You feel me? But
Right.
it's I don't have a natural. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah.
I,
Well, y'all heard it here first. We got the exclusive. We got the first statement from D Wade, the host. Okay, D Wade, we're gonna wrap this up, but I want to do something fun before we go. We're gonna do like our media piece of the week, but we're just gonna do like a song. Like, I want you to tell us a song that you've been listening to, like that, like, I don't know, that either motivates you or inspires you, that gets you activated, that centers you. Like, what's a song that you can give my listeners to put on their playlist to keep them inspired, or to, like, hype them up, whichever. I know what mine, I'm gonna give mine too, but you can go first if you want to, or you want me to go first.
I don't really have a song that I'm already lit. My tagline is the most lit, right? So dead ass the most.
D Wade, what's a
Sorry,
song? No, you do have a song.
I do have a song, but they probably gonna hate my song. You know why? Because
No,
it's just like,
I don't care what they hate. You tell us your song.
it's called "Do the Most" by Tory Lane.
That's why we go hate you. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, Meg, you're my
Sorry, I know.
favorite. Just have that
Exactly.
clear.
I get
But
it.
no, no, no. Okay, it's called "Do the Most" by Tory Lanez. Okay.
You gonna play it?
Hell no. This is a hey. Meg, I love you. Like I said, I'm gonna say my song now.
What's your song?
So my song is "Went Legit" by G Herbo. Every
Okay,
day some new shit. Beefing with my bitch right now, but life is still lit. I'm telling y'all, that shit really.
that's a song by J. Cole. Two something. I forgot.
Now you want to think of another
Yeah,
song.
sorry.
But cousins, G Herbo went legit. Like, thank God I went
Facts.
legit. Like, I like that song really helps me. Like, I feel like manifest my dreams. Like when I hear that song, I just be envisioning like all sorts of shit happening for me. Like I ain't even got 3 kids, and I be like 29, rich with 3 babies. Yeah, nigga, like that shit really like turns me the fuck up.
It should.
Okay. D Wade, you
Yeah.
have been an amazing guest. And honestly, like this conversation, because I have been having a really hard couple of weeks just thinking about like my trajectory, my career in LA, and this conversation has uplifted me. Like, I love hearing about other people's journeys and like, yeah, this has been inspiring. This has been very inspiring for me, and I know it will be inspiring for everyone else as well. Did you have anything else you want to leave us with?
For you, Tiny, what's your full name?
Tynesha.
Tynesha. No, last name too.
It's down there. Tynesha Solomon.
Solomon. Duh. Getting is essential. Because you have my first and last name, that's why I said that. So now that we know each other on a
Yep. Mm-hmm.
first last name basis. First of all, thank you for, thinking of me for this platform right here. You got something good right here. You're good at interviewing. You got good interviewing skills. You got a good voice for the microphone and TV. You got good pace and rhythm with it. Yeah, it felt like you've done this before. Or like it comes natural. Or you've practiced this, even with yourself in the mirror. And as creatives, we have to spend a lot of times creating by ourselves in the mirror or just on camera and just getting it right for ourselves, right? So I feel like you can do this or you can be on camera, you know what I'm saying, acting. You could be on
Yeah.
the red carpet. I've done podcasts. I'm looking to get back into podcasting. I did podcasting for 3 years when I first got to Atlanta,
Mm.
interviewing people who are chefs, dancers, models, painters, actors, the whole nine. So I felt like you could do that too with the way you ask your questions. I felt like even if you didn't have, were these written down or you just kind of just spitball these?
So I did like pre-make some questions, but like I said, I looked at none of them because the conversation was just kind of flowing, and I guess I kind of already had like a mental picture of like what I wanted to talk to you about because I wanted to have a conversation with you like on some real shit, like
Yeah,
not like.
100, 100.
And I feel like we don't know each other, but I know you. Like
Yeah,
I know you.
nah, facts,
So
facts, facts.
it's this level of comfort that I have, especially because our journeys are so like parallel.
Nah, 100.
So you
Really,
were a
really.
great guest to interview, so that made it easy.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. You got a bright future in this. You got a friend and a supporter in me, a fan in me too as well. I'm supporting you from afar. I hope
Same.
to make it to. I will make it to LA out there.
Hit me
Hopefully
up.
you still out there. Yeah, I'll be out there to see what's going on out there and
Yes.
network.
Now what you got coming up?
I got that movie coming up in the summertime. Like I said, I'm about to invest in this camera to start doing my own content creating. So I'm very excited about doing that. I create my own scripts. Yeah, just creating. What else I got going on? I got some more hosting gigs like after the summer. Actually, well during the summer, but in the fall, I got some stuff lined up. So looking to rebrand, get some more merch out, maybe a website, and yeah. So.
Now where can we watch the movie?
Gritty, they haven't placed the platforms yet. We ain't even start filming yet. We gonna film in the
Okay.
summertime. So it probably will drop in the wintertime.
Okay.
I'll probably say Tubi just to, that's probably the first option is Tubi. So you can catch us on there. And yeah, I'm gonna get some new headshots and get back to submitting and getting back into it, get my mental back together. Yeah, you
Period.
too?
We own it.
Yeah.
We got to be on it. We can't stop here. Like you say, you have a friend and a supporter in me.
Got to know you through this for sure.
Yes, I was so happy to
Yeah.
get to know you. And I was so nervous too because I'm like, I don't normally interview people that I don't talk to, but I'm like, I feel like this will be easier for some reason.
Nah.
I just knew I knew it would go like this. I knew it would. So but
100.
thank you for supporting like this platform, like for real.
For
Like I
sure.
said, this is only like my 8th episode. So like you're very early. So like yeah, when you get famous, you coming back and don't be trying to I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what movie you in.
$1,000. No, I'm playing. I got you
I don't
always.
care. Yeah,
No, you like
period.
that. You like that.
And cousins, follow D Wade. What's your Instagram, D Wade?
My Instagram is D Wade the host. That's D dot Wade the host. If you want to follow me on Facebook
Yeah, that's where the shit is at. That's where the
for all
jokes is at.
my for all my shits and giggles, for my nickels, it's Dominique Wade. That's my government. Dominique Wade, not Dwayne. Don't call me that. We is not the same.
It's Dominique, bitch.
Dominique, what she said.
But
YouTube, Wade's World. I'm getting back to doing more YouTube. That's yeah,
yes.
YouTube.
Wade's World. We're gonna put all of that in the description too. Okay. I think that's it. Okay.
TikTok. TikTok is Wade in the water. And that's it.
Okay. All right, bet. Thank you, D Wade. Bye,
Okay.
cousins.